Well, I am going to do another opening. I actually have something I just got off eBay. Should be 4 different figures, original figures. And I am working on the 40th. So I'm going to first do the original figures openings and go from there. And then I will do an opening of one of the 40th anniversaries. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the 12. I still need. Who am I missing? I'm missing the Sand Person, Tusken Raider. I still need an R2D2. I do have a Black Series R2 that I have opened up right now. And I need another Han Solo so I can open one of those. And I'm missing the Stormtrooper, which I have not yet seen. And that should be it. I'm just missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Huh. Who do I not have? Oh, that's right. 3PO. Because I just found the 40th anniversary C3PO on the card, which you can't really see because I got it set off to the side. There we are. And I already have a Black Series 3PO as well as the Force Awakens 3PO with that silly ass red arm that they, for some reason, put in for no apparent reason other than to give him something to wave about. They had the comic book, but it really, the story actually, in my opinion and others that have read it, was lacking. Here we have the other 3PO, standing these guys on Ben. So you can see both 3POs together, side by side. Right now they're both sitting in my little display. The 40th anniversary 3PO actually is pretty much, as near as I can tell, the same figure. Colorings are all the same. I looked around on him. The markings look the same. The fingers. Everything pretty much looks the same on them. I don't really see any details other than minor paint, like around the eyes. Each one's a little different. So I'm not going to run around and look for another carded one because I actually stumbled across him. About half of these guys I've gotten at Walmart. The R5 was a pretty easy find over at GameStop. I appreciate the guys up here in Alaska maintaining and keeping these guys in stock. I know a lot of people in the States have had a very hard time finding them. I actually got my 2 very quickly, as you could tell from the opening that I did on the R5 earlier. Complete with his little bad motivator and everything else. Because, you know, it wouldn't be R5 if you didn't have a bad motivator. So I need to add 3PO to the growing line. So I now have carded Vader box. Now, one thing I didn't know until before I got the Vader, which now I have to look for one if I really want it, is that is the smoky eyes. I opened the red eyes. So I guess I have to find another one. Got Ben and Han, Leia, Jawa, the Chewie, and 3PO. I did manage to find a second Chewbacca as well. So I have 2 Chewbaccas, as well as I also have the Black Series one that came out. I pointed out the differences before, which is why I picked a second one up. I will do an opening of one of these 2 because that face is just so awesome. But that is not who we're doing right now. I have my other Chewie still, so I'm not really in a hurry to open him up. if I don't really need to. They're actually all standing on their own right now, which is somewhat amazing. I do have another Leia to open up. So I have another Leia on the line, as well as Obi-Wan. I have a second of him as well, and another Jawa. Now I did see the Walmart up here is keeping these in stock as well. I found them on the shelf, in addition to the time that I've picked up the first and second one. The first one I actually got at Fred Meyer's, which I believe would be, for a lot of people down there, would be Kroger. So they carry them. Best Buy, I've gotten a few of them. I got my Han Solo at Best Buy. GameStop has seemed to be a fairly consistent place to get. These guys were both from GameStop. You can see the price stickers on them. I got lucky, and the R5 does not have a price sticker. It just has the GameStop exclusive, which almost everything has that. Although I did pick up a Emperor Royal Guard that has no price sticker or GameStop exclusive. I don't know if they're exclusive to them or not. But one of the employees there was saying that he's trying not to put the stickers on all of them, for collectors who don't want to open things can have a clean collection. I'm not worrying about another Luke Skywalker, because I do have the Black Series Luke, which looks pretty identical to the one on the card. So I do have a few left to open. I have 4 to open up. I ran a survey to see which ones would open up, and I got 2 votes. One was for a Jawa, and the other was for Leia. So, see which we're going to open up. I may just flip a coin, or I might just, I don't know, put them both face down. I don't know what's going to work. But we'll see. So I have those 4 left so far. I've already opened up the Death Squad Commander, R5, the Vader. I've got the box set with the base set up. Need another Han. I've got Obi. I may find the Black Series Leia, because this is this is more of the Carrie Fisher's face than the other one. Got the Jawa, Chewie, and I'm not going to worry about buying another 3PO, because, as I just pointed out and showed, the 2 are pretty close to identical. I don't really see a problem with those. But to start, we're going to open up some original figures. Take the scissors out, I forgot to grab. So, got this off of eBay. One of the little midnight showing search on eBay. These were a buy it now. So I found 4 figures. One of which is a replacement, because I can't figure out what happened to some of my stuff. It's just up and vanished. There's nice packaging there that was just mainly for helping keep it safe. Alright, move the camera a little bit here so I'm a little more on camera. Ben out of the way. Alright. Now I have the inner package. A little more cutting on it. I don't want to go too far in, because it might do some damage. And we have a package wrapped in more packaging. So they just shoved all 4 of them in and sent it up. These are all loose. There's 4 of them here. I know one is a Tusken Raider, since I don't know what happened to mine. A lot of my stuff just went up missing. There's 4 little wrapped baggies. So I guess we'll start with the last one. Let's see which what. I have somewhere in here. They really wrapped this up. Chewie with his weapon. A pretty decent Chewie. Legs are a little loose. Chest is pretty decently clean. Back's pretty well clean. This is the 77 figure. Nice blue eyes. Face is pretty clean. And it appears to be an original weapon. It's pretty dirty. Like I said, some of my stuff just went missing one day and I'm not sure what happened to it. Moving stuff around, garage sales. It may have just walked out the door. So I have my original Chewie. So he's not going to stand up. These will have to go in little plastic containers I got. Yeah, his legs are pretty loose. But not too bad. Now he stands up over there. Alright, first bag's down. Okay, second bag. Let's see what we got here. This one is... I have this figure, but I didn't have the weapon. Same as Chewie. I got my original Chewie still. Just didn't have his weapon. So this is Reyes with his little golden freaky gun. This looks like it's got a stress point on it, but should be okay. Never had. He was probably one of the last ones I've probably collected, and who knows what happened to all this stuff. Like I said, guns just seem to vanish. Got his little gun with him. He's got some wear around the neck. Eyes are okay. Limbs are tight. Head's not glued back on. Yeah, I have popped off a few heads in my time. So, he's got a big chunk out of his butt. But that's okay. I mean, for a figure that's, this is 83. So, 30-some years. Not too bad. Alright. More garbage out of the way. Okay. And the next one. Got 4 of these little buggers. Got a pretty good deal. About $20 a figure. Not too bad. Tusken Raider with his little staff. Let's take a look at this guy. Huh. Looks like his eye was taped over. Or glued or something. Something over his eyeball. I mean, I was pretty mean to my figures. This doesn't look too bad. It's got a loose arm, but not too bad. I think it's more glue. I'm not too sure. But it is another Tusken Raider. So now I have the original 12 back again. The cape's pretty decent. It's got some dirt in it. But it does have the cape. So that's what's important. And he can hold his little gaffy stick and be happy again. He's a little Tusken Raider. The 40s are pretty decent, but there's nothing like having an original. Put Chewie behind him. Chewie with Chewie. I really wanted to do it. Chewie with Chewie with Chewie. Yeah. That's kind of funny. But, alright. Last one. I don't remember which one this is. Ah. This is one I don't think I ever got my hands on before. The Rebel Soldier. It wasn't until Hoth that they started doing the Rebel Soldier. I don't know why they never released the Rebels from New Hope. It's from Star Wars. They have the Death Squad commander, but they didn't have the Rebel Soldier. Same helmet type, just different color. But there's just one that they never released. So, his little goofy little gun goes up over his shoulder, because that's how it's supposed to be. I can say he's got a little scar in his face, from either from dirt or from something, but gives him character, I guess. Yep, from '83. So that's the 4 originals that I picked up off eBay for a pretty decent price. So that's it for this opening. Now I will proceed to the 40th. So I'll be back.